What do you guys think about Trump calling Raffensperger, the Secretary of State of Georgia, and saying, I need you to find X amount of votes? It was like 12,000 votes.
What's wrong with that? It's free world, ain't it? Isn't it a free world?
It's a free world, but that in totality with his efforts to replace the electors in Georgia, it kind of comes off like he's trying to steal the election.
Was fraudulent or not? Do you think it was legal?
Wait, do I think the election was legal? Yeah, I think
2020. You really do. The Act is a communist pig from Europe.
Yeah.
So keep your mouth shut and live the way our founding forefathers lived.
200 million people who will be voting for President Trump in the next election because President Trump, he show everything and he don't do nothing bad.
President Trump shows everything?
Yeah.
Like the documents that he showed other people that he wasn't supposed to?
Yeah. Yeah.
Adam Mockler attempted to get some clarity about why the Republican Party simply ignores the obvious criminal activity that the former president engaged in. Now, apparently it's a free world to call a Secretary of State and ask for fake votes to go along with your fake electors. But there are disproven conspiracies about supposed lib workers adding votes doesn't seem to fall under that free world principle. They illustrate their desire for a two-tier justice system that lets Trump do anything he wants. He illustrated it here when excusing Trump stealing those classified documents and continuously hiding them when authorities came to get them back.
You mean like the documents that the federal agents went into Mar-a-Lago and threw it all out on the floor? When everything was locked up, do you think President Trump would do that?
No,
like Biden would throw his in a doggone garage behind a Corvette?
Well, Biden wouldn't, but Trump would. Trump would.
No,
never.
Trump had every right to take all them documents. You really think that he'd be stupid enough to bring that out into the public? No.
Yeah, I do.
No.
Those pictures of the documents in his bathroom, you think the picture was planted?
In the ones in Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah.
Well, because I don't watch the media anymore. I don't know about that.
Their entire belief system is based on what Trump told them he would or wouldn't do. And when evidence shows what he did, their blind support won't allow them to even look at it.
What is it like? What's one thing he did when he was in office that you really loved?
He didn't lie to us. He never lied to the American people. He always told us the truth, and he was the first president to ever be honest and tell the American people that he was on our side.
In the wake of what's going on legally for him now, where people are saying, well, maybe he wasn't as honest as he should have been, how do you square that circle?
I think he was honest. I've been following Newsmax, and then I compare him, and when he says the fake news, and then we check that out, and he's right. So you can back up everything he's ever said, and he's never been wrong.
For MAGA, as long as Trump says that he's honest, he's honest. He says the media is all fake, except for the media that he likes at that particular moment, so it's all fake. I wonder what the checking out process is after Trump tells him that the indictments and charges are all fake, especially since he's already lost on tons of election challenges, the E. Jean Carroll sexual assault case and the inflated asset case in New York. And it's looking like the Georgia election interference case is up next.
Georgia is the one I'm talking about, because that seems to be where they're turning on him a lot.
Well, I don't remember who it was, but one of them she came out and interviewed and said, this is what the boss said.
Yeah, Jenna Ellis.
The boss said. Well, the boss could be that guy for all I know. Unless you say Donald.
Do you hear what this guy's saying about you?
I'm just saying. She's not saying Donald John Trump. She said the boss. The boss could be anybody. She's not turning. She took what.
Could be Bruce Springsteen.
She took the plea deal to save herself, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, she's still not saying Donald John Trump. She said the boss.
Why would Jenna Ellis need to take part in a plea deal if nothing illegal was done? Which boss was she referring to then? Doesn't matter. Memaybe he's there for his amazing impersonation skills.
Will you give me your best impersonation?
I can't. It's embarrassing. I can't. I can't. I mean, other than the dance, you know.
Okay, hold on. Give it to me.
I love you.
Maybe someone else can tell us why Trump's own officials are turning on him once they're in custody.
He tells the truth. Might have a bad mouth, but he tells the truth.
You know, a lot of people say that about him, and yet we hear these indictments, we hear the stuff that's going on. How do you match those two, reconcile them?
Can't say on it. It's crazy. They need to drain the swamp and get rid of the ones that's doing it because they're the ones causing the problem.
But even you have people in his administration saying that he was responsible for Georgia and things like that.
I doubt it. I really do. Yeah. There's enough money that they pay them to. I mean, somebody give me a couple $1 million, I'd say what they want me to say too.
So, We've got Jenna Ellis calling someone else boss, copping a plea deal with no crime connected to it. And the other excuse is maybe she got paid millions by some unknown entity to flip. So since none of that adds up, the only answer left is, I don't care.
What about the indictments? Do those bother you at all?
Absolutely not. I don't even believe they have any value, any truth to them. They're fake. Absolutely fake.
We saw some tape of Jenna Ellis and Ken Chesbrough, who were part of Donald Trump's legal team in 2020 after the election. And they're saying some pretty damning things. Does any of what you're hearing bother you in terms of your support?
So, no. I think when you look at the big picture and you look at the alternatives that are out there, no.